welcome to Chicagoland Speedway, site of tonight's Arc Music Xfinity Series. Got the Mr. Hayden Lowell, past champion of this series, in the booth with us tonight. Hayden, how do we feel about tonight's race at Chicagoland? Nothing at all. Hayden, hi.
Hi, how's it going?
Apparently when I hit unmute, it didn't unmute. But anyway, I asked you how you feel this race is going to play out tonight and how the qualifying is going to play out here. Is it first lap, second lap?
Definitely a second lap. You got to be easy to your tires on lap 1 so they get nice and warm but don't wear. And then you can rip 1 and 2 wide open around the fence. After that, it's about hitting your marks in 3 and 4 on the bottom and getting to that start-finish line.
So the high line in 1 and 2.
Absolutely.
Not what we see Cody Cleaver do right there. Do see Jake trying it though. Jake ripping the top. Jake Lawrence in the number 68.
Jeff Price currently P1, 30.671.
As you said, the second lap is the one to watch.
And Cody Cleaver went to P1 on his second lap, 30.472.
Jake Lawrence goes P2. So we watched him across the line. Travis Martin goes to third. Brad Wilson jumps to the top of the charts. Comes in fourth in points. Important for him to get up there. Montrose goes second. Cody Cleaver. And then Wolfenbarger.
Top of the board, 30.336. Can't quite back up his practice time, but that's still a really good lap from that Chevrolet.
And Bryant clocks in fourth to get 3 shine cars in the top 5. Jeff Price sitting on the pit lane, so he's not going to get a second lap in. Trey goes in the inside wall on the 91 car. What's going on out there?
That is a problem.
Ungood. Margerson in the Uwu Market Camaro across the stripe. He gets a kick out of every time I say it, so it goes up to 9th.
Here is Justin Allgaier in the number 97 machine, working on his second lap. How many Justin Allgaier cars do we have tonight?
Approximately 8.
Is it only 8?
Approximately. Allgaier goes to 5th.
Yep.
Now we have Justin Allgaier on track in number 37.
Justin Allgaier going into turn 3 to start his, or on his first lap, the number 16.
You also have fan favorite in the Hellman's machine, Justin Allgaier, going across the start-finish lines, starting his second time lap.
If nobody can tell, there are a lot of people that are very happy with a Justin Allgaier championship on Saturday.
Justin Allgaier clocks in 16th in that Jarrett machine.
Let's see where the Hellman's Justin Allgaier car can get to the start-finish line here. He's going to improve from 23rd to 12th.
Justin Allgaier goes all the way to P3.
And he did that run on the bottom in 1 and 2.
Yeah, shows how much you know.
I mean, but Wolfenbarger did it running the top.
Shows how much you know.
Michael Edwards has disconnected.
And it looks like Justin Allgaier is not going to get a qualifying time in as he sits at the end of the pit lane with no lap time.
That is surprising to see Mikey disconnect. This is one of his favorite racetracks, only 10 points out of the final 4. Very interesting.
I think he's coming back just trying to fix something.
We shall see.
Doesn't have a whole lot of time to fix it. That is for sure.
No, he really doesn't. We have qualifying's over. Garrett Wolfenbarger on the pole.
No jokes.
I had to cough.
I was waiting for it. You sound like you were just building up something there, and I was just waiting.
Yeah, I'm building up a cough.
Well done.
Let's grab Wolfenbarger once Travis is done.
What? Oh, I have the race chat muted, so I can't hear Travis.
Be nice, have fun, die quietly.
There we go.
Have fun, die quietly. Words from Travis Martin. Let's grab pole sitter Garrett Wolfenbarger. Garrett, this is Hayden and Swiss up in the booth. You're sitting on the pole.
What's up, guys?
You're
Feeling
sitting on the
great.
pole. Yeah, you're 11 points to the good coming into tonight, starting on the
Yeah.
pole.
Yeah.
130 laps. How do you feel?
I'm feeling great. Just beat Bradley to his own game right there. You know, I'd say he's probably a little better than me at this track. This is like his best track, so it's always nice to beat him here. So it's nice to steal the pole from him. Barely, he was close. So um, hopefully both of us have a good race. Brantley too. I know he's way down on the cut line, but hopefully both of us have good races here and both make it. Because that make my night a lot better. Because I'm a little skeptical right now. I don't like where we're sitting. And even though we're good, you never know with these races. You just don't know.
All right. Well, Chicagoland is a track known for its character and ability to move around. Where do you think this track is going to migrate to as the race goes on? Top, bottom, middle, all of it?
I think this is gonna be a bottom feeder track. Honestly, I think the whole time it's probably gonna be bottom. I don't see a point of running top, really. I did a whole fuel run on the bottom and it felt pretty good the whole time. It got a little tight, never really got loose, so that's what I'm betting. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm starting to think.
All right. Well, good luck. Hopefully, we see you at the end of this race making the final four.
Yeah, I hope so. Appreciate it.
Alrighty, Garrett Wolfenbarger starting on
Hey,
pole.
also,
Hey, I'm trying to talk.
I know, but I thought
your time's done.
because he was practicing.
Your time's done.
No, I was just
Now
trying
he's
to
in
be
the
a
mood.
hot lap and have ego.
Oh, okay.
You get out.
Okay, bye. I tried to move him the first time and it wouldn't move him. That was disappointing.
Yeah, Garrett
Anyway, your starting
Wolfenbarger.
lineup.
Got it. Go away. Wolfenbarger on pole in the number 32 Shenandoah Shine machine. Brad Wilson in the Shenandoah Shine Ford will start in second. Blake Giglio, also known as Justin Allgaier, starts in third. Casey Graves in the True Speed Toyota rolls off in fourth. Brantley Bryant in the K-Designs Toyota in fifth. Lucas Hoytsma, also known as Justin Allgaier, starts in sixth. Ian Montrose Store Bumper Clear Chevy in seventh. Cody Cleaver in the Kubota Chevy in eighth. Scott Rankin, the Wannagoons Ford, starts in ninth. Jake Lawrence in the Get Certified Harpoon Toyota starts in the 10th spot. Travis Martin starts 11th. I'm going to do the whole thing. Starts in the Ghostman Ford in 11th. Trenton Sneed, also known as Justin Allgaier, starts in the 12th spot. Zach Martison in the Uwu Market Camaro 13th. Ethan Evers, the Gearheads Racing Chevrolet 14th. Brianna Lavin in the National Guard Chevrolet in 15th. Quinn Newton in the Justin Allgaier machine starts in 16th. Jeff Price, Back Channel Productions Camaro 17th. Cody Brown in the Wrangler Chevy in 18th. Cliff Mullins in the Justin Allgaier scheme starts in 19th. Matt Benke in the Amtrak Chevy is 20th. Trevor Trago in the Wannagoon Chevy 21st. Mike Edwards not on track. Daniel Llewellyn not on track. Mike Fisher will start 24th in the GoPro Toyota. Andrew Beach, also known as Justin Allgaier, starts 26th. Jay Much in the Arcta IO Toyota 27th. Grant Harrell, the Auto Trader Ford 28th. Dave Hoytsma starts 29th. Thank you. JR Deal starts in 30th. Scott Elson 31st. And Jeremy Scherer 32nd as we go to the front of the field and get ready to get this thing started. Sorry, we had to blitz through that.
That green flag is out. Garrett Wolfenbarger gets a pretty good jump on that inside lane with a little bit of help from Justin Allgaier, Blake Giglio.
Like Justin Allgaier is going to battle the 51 of Brad Wilson for that second spot off the jump. The inside line paying off for our race leader, but not so much for that battle for second.
Brad Wilson getting a lot of momentum from that outside lane out of turn number 2. Couldn't quite clear that 16 Allgaier machine, but look at Lucas Hoytsma, Justin Allgaier, way upstairs in 3 and 4.
Contact with Casey Graves in the 4. We almost had a huge wreck right there on lap number 1, as that was at the front of the field, but fortunately Justin Allgaier able to bounce off the number 4 Casey Graves and not wreck.
Brad Wilson sliding back here early on, probably trying to be mindful of those tires. But here comes Lucas Hoytsma with some help from Cody Cleaver. Lucas needs all the points he can get tonight. He needs lap lead, most laps led, and he needs to win these stages to have any kind of opportunity.
And he is pushing hard. Wow, the second place machine, Brantley Bryant, bounced it off the fence in that K-Design Toyota. Not ideal. Suboptimal, I would say. Just ahead of Justin Allgaier. Then you have Ian Montrose and Justin Allgaier in the top 5.
Top 6 now single file. You got Travis Martin on the inside of Brad Wilson there for that 6th spot. Travis came into tonight as your points leader, so he should be solid without a terrible night.
Up ahead, you got Wolfenbarger battling Bryant for the lead. As Bryant, we saw him bounce it off the fence, gets himself a lap lead. Now I think that was team orders, as back ahead goes the 32.
And we have a caution.
Cody Brown's in the wall along with Justin Allgaier. Allgaier's car looks pretty banged up after that one.
Oh, that's the Allgaier of the Cliff Mullins variety. That's not good.
Oh, Cody Brown into the right rear and right hooks him into the outside wall.
Yeah, Cliff Mullins expecting the 17 to be much farther up the racetrack, and he was not. Not sure why Cody was that far down.
Looks like Justin Allgaier is not going to be able to drive it back. Justin Allgaier is going to have to tow that car to the pit lane.
That is not good.
That's what we call ungood or suboptimal. Take your pick.
Right, well, we got 4 sets of tires in the pits tonight, Swiss. Can go about 30 laps, maybe 32, 33 on fuel. What would you think here? Would you bring it down pit road? Lap 5?
I would absolutely bring it down pit road on lap 5, but I would not bolt on a set of tires.
You think you can pack that thing full of fuel and make one less stop?
Pack that thing full of fuel and see where it gets you towards the end of the race. Now, if I'm at the front, maybe not, but you know, about 10th on back, absolutely I would come down, pack the fuel tank.
If you're Garrett Wolfenbach, going to be kind of hard to give up the lead. And
wow, they had contact!
Oh, Kyle Larson, Kyle Busch moment. Oh,
wow.
My goodness.
The teammates. Yikes.
What just happened?
One faked pitting, one faked not pitting, and then they both went back to what they wanted to do, and it caught them both off guard. They made contact.
That is going to really hurt the 52.
It's also going to hurt the 32. He's got a damaged right rear quarter pounder now. Need that side force.
I think the 52's nose is all sorts of screwed up. That's not good.
Like Bryant sitting there to take the repairs. I mean, not Bryant. That is Wolfenbarger sitting there to take the repairs. I believe Brantley Bryant should probably come down and try to fix that thing. I would take entering a closed pit here to try to fix that nose. A long race. That's funny.
I can't believe we just saw that. Wow.
Yeah, I'll pull in Blake Giglio and see what he saw.
I am speechless.
Here comes the 52 to try and get that thing fixed up.
Yeah.
You're gonna make me pull Blake, aren't you? Yeah.
That's gonna hand the lead to Blake Giglio.
Blake, it's DG and Hayden in the booth. We just want to see what you just saw as they were coming around last time to the pit lane. What the hell?
We tricked the hell out of them, and it was really funny. So they're talking in here. I guess they were gonna do what I did. And when I was pitting, Bradley said that I was pitting, and then they collided, and they wrecked each other. So, fake of the year, I think it's up there.
Yeah, I don't think it was you. I think they faked each other out.
No, they said that they said that they were following what I was doing, and Bradley gave them the wrong information, and they wrecked each other.
Well, the 52 was coming to the pit lane anyway, and the 32 was staying out on track, and then they swapped at the last second. One was going to stay out, and one was going to pit. So that's why I said it looks like they faked each other out.
I'm just telling you what they said in chat.
Yeah, well, they say a lot of things, you know. I got an oceanfront property in Arizona. You going to buy that too?
Yeah, actually.
Hell yeah.
How much you want for it?
A whole $1.
I'll give you this brand new paint scheme.
I don't like paint schemes. I like dollars.
Well, one paint scheme is a lot of dollars.
Nope. I can make my own paint scheme. I can't make my own dollars.
Well, you could. You just might go to jail.
That's the thing. I don't really want to go to jail. I'm not cut out for it.
Well, you'll have that on those big jobs.
What lane you picking? Blake, top, bottom, middle?
You tell me right now. I'll pick wherever you guys want.
Pick the top. Pick the top.
I'm picking the top.
Top is boring.
Yeah,
Well,
but it pulls Scott Rankin along.
But it's boring at the top.
All right, should we go early or late?
Late as possible on the box. Wait till green.
Yeah, just go green, honestly.
All right, sounds good. I'll see you guys when I'm junked.
You're junked.
Yep.
I don't think you'll be junked.
I'm damn well they're not. They're jumping me and gonna wreck me for everything.
Hey, you came in 8 points to the good. You got some room to play with. You got one spot between you and the cut line, so you should be fine.
And I got a fast repair.
Exactly. Now you're cooking with gas.
Well, I prefer propane, but that's fine.
And propane
That's
accessories.
gas.
Well, I'm a
He has
business
point.
major. What do you want from me?
He has a point. That's a very good point. I don't like to agree with Hayden, but he has a point.
He does, and that's rare. But,
It's very rare.
all right, well, ka-chow, I guess, right?
Good luck.
Thanks.
Stick it back in a random chat. There we go.
I put him back in low drag.
Hi, Blake.
Hi.
Perfect.
It's that kind of night. Oh my goodness.
Giglio Graves front row, Wilson Rankin row 2. Pace car's gonna make that hard left turn on a pit road, just like the 32 did.
Too soon.
There we go. They
Oh my gosh, their accordion!
Huge stack up. Oh no.
Ian Montrose has spun out of it. 3 or 4 cars in the grass. It's collected Justin Allgaier in the 81. Wow.
Everyone went to anticipate.
And that is why
Giglio.
you don't anticipate right there.
Blake waited for the green. Everyone was trying to anticipate and roll the start.
Oh my gosh,
Man,
there's so many cars involved there. Watch that inside line just continue to stack up, stack up, stack up, stack up, stack up.
Jeez.
Jeez, those are hard hits. Trevor Trago right in there, one of our playoff contenders. And when we play stupid games, you get stupid prizes, apparently. Look at that.
I'm bringing Blake back in here.
Okay.
Well, you're not the one junked, Blake.
You like that? I told you I was going on green. I told everyone I was going on green.
Oh, everyone
Then-
tried to anticipate and they didn't believe you. You held a consistent speed, but
I know. What can I say? I mean, this is your guys' fault. This is nobody but yours.
it really is, honestly. Oh,
I can never say I'm not a man of my word anymore.
You went on green? Everyone, I don't know, we just not paying attention to the
nobody else
broadcast
did.
or something?
Nobody else went on green.
Everyone tried to jump it, and it all went to shit.
Dude,
Casey
don't
Graves-
come off on-
Casey Graves backed off of your door a little bit, and then
He did.
sped up to get alongside of you again, and then slowed down to not pass you. And I think that is what triggers this whole thing.
But I was going like I was going same pace and I was
Yeah,
driving.
no, you were doing fine. Casey Graves sped up
Did I
to get
damage?
alongside of you. No.
4 does on the left rear. I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah, he's definitely got contact from
So-
Wilson.
We're gonna kind of run this like that one car that they do. Are we? You guys gonna call my strategy here? Are we pitting for fuel or what?
No.
I don't know, are you? Oh,
Well,
are you?
I think it's gonna bring it down to 28 needed. And a lot of guys just junk, right?
Yeah, about 4 or 5 are pretty solidly banged up in that.
So you guys make the call. We pitting or staying out?
I already said no.
Stay out.
Well.
You made your bed.
All right, sounds good.
I can't believe what we just watched. This is worse than the pit road thing.
Let's see who's got damage here. Let's run through your field.
Oh my gosh. That is just
Graves
amazing.
looks fine.
Poor Trenton.
Trevor Trago. Oh no, Trevor's horrible playoffs continue.
Oh
Blake
my
is
gosh.
fine. Quinn Newton's got some damage. Lucas looks fine.
He should be. He was in the other lane. Anybody on the inside lane has damage from that.
Brian is
easily.
pretty bad.
Yep.
Travis is fine. Yeah, next car with... Oh, uh-oh. Oh, no. Dave's got damage.
Yep, he was right there. And pretty much everyone on the inside lane got screwed in that. Oh my gosh, Dave
Yeah.
just got hit on the pit lane.
Ian, Margison both have damage. Trenton's is bad.
Yeah, Trenton was spun out into the grass. Bad. I just saw a wreck on pit lane, though. Dave Hoitzman got ran over by Grant Harrell. And now Grant Harrell's pitting outside of his box. Nose is over the line. What's going on down there? We're not even 10% into this race. What the hell?
I am surprised that that was contact with the 22 and 79. Oh, well. For those of you that say the broadcast booth can't influence a race,
It
the
doesn't.
broadcast booth can definitely influence a race.
Only when you pull people in for an interview.
Yes.
Wow. Well, Scott Rankin's third. Casey
Yes.
Graves is your leader. Blake Giglio in second after all that.
Graves, Giglio, Rankin, Jeff Price is now fourth. Lucas Hoitzma, sorry,
How did Blake lose the lead?
Justin Allgaier. I think the inside line checking up a bunch kind of shoved Casey out in front of everything.
Interesting.
Their whole accordion.
That's very interesting. Casey Graves, somehow your leader now. Blake Giglio, the outside. We have Scott Rankin, Jeff Price for row number 2. Lucas Hoitzma and Travis Martin, row 3. Jake Lawrence, Cody Cleaver right behind him. Not making up a row because Travis is hanging back on that top, making things weird. Mike Fisher will be outside Jake Lawrence, then Cody Cleaver and Jeremy Scher having to look several rows back.
What happens this time, do you think?
I think they get their shit together and race now. Now that we've
so?
Now that we fucked around for 10% of the race, I think we're good to go. I still can't believe both of those situations with the pit lane and then the stacked up restart.
The drama so far tonight.
I wonder if the left rear damage on the 4 car will help him be a little more aerodynamic. It's right on that left rear.
Only one way to find out. Front row hasn't changed in terms of who's where, but this time Casey Graves is going to be the control car.
This time when he goes, he doesn't have to wait for Blake.
Exactly.
There he
And
goes.
He's going to go quite early.
Early in that box, he didn't want to wait around. I don't blame him after that last one. Blake's going to chop the nose of Scott Rankin. Not a whole lot of room there.
Side by side for that third spot. Rankin on the bottom, Price on the top. Price with the momentum off of turn 2. He's going to clear for third. Hoitzma going to try to follow to the outside of Rankin. Lucas is digging up there. Look at that. Look at the run he's going to have off of this corner.
He wants to get to the point, get those laps led, and try to get as many as he can. Now that we're back green and he doesn't have all the shenanigans going on, I think we'll see it happen. Sounds like we got trouble in the background. There's the Justin Allgaier machine involved. The 98, the 88, and the 1 all collected here.
We got a parking lot in turn 1. Quinn Newton also involved at 5. That started out of turn 4.
They're 3 wide. Someone gets in the JR deal, turns him down the track. Let's go back to the 9 and see what happens here. Brantley Bryant gets in the back of the 9 as the 9 stacks up after the 23 hits the 69. Oh my gosh. There's so much to unpack right here.
Yeah, this all starts out of turn 4.
Daniel Wallen gets the 69 out of shape. They check up behind it. The checkup gets JR Deal out of shape, gets him turned down the hill. Then they just keep wrecking for like 5 minutes.
How does Quinn get involved in this? Quinn hasn't missed until Ian comes up the track.
Now, Quinn kind of wrecks. I'm looking at the 88 thinking he's Quinn. Margison wrecks himself here and doesn't touch anything, which is pretty goddamn impressive. That was quite impressive. Trevor Trago made it through that one, shockingly. And there's Quinn collecting Montrose as the 1 car comes back up. Props to Montrose where props are due, though. He had the brake slacks.
He did. He did all he could do there.
What a shit festival.
All right, Blake came down pit road this time. He decided we're going to top off now, as it looks like most of the field did. We didn't have anybody left? Good lord.
And it feels like everybody's been in this thing.
Race off of pit road is going to be Justin Allgaier, followed by Justin Allgaier, then not Justin Allgaier. The not Justin Allgaier would be Jeff Price. Looks like a lot of fuel stops again.
Yeah, not a lot of tires taken here. Cleaver may have taken a set on his last stop as he had a 14-second stop, so unsure on that number 2 car if he bolted on a set or not last caution.
So Casey would be the only car not to have come down pit road yet, correct?
Correct. 17
All
laps
alone.
and counting.
Well, if this couldn't be any wilder,
Go on.
I don't know. I mean, I said pre-race I think we'd get green flag running at the end just to have a shit show at the end, or green flag running at the beginning and have a shit show at the end.
You've been very wrong.
You said it was going to be the opposite because I said that, and Swiss was right.
I don't think I've ever heard you say that before.
Clip it, make it a sound command if you want. Swiss was right.
It needs to be for sure. It doesn't sound natural. I mean, it feels almost yucky.
It's I don't even know what to say, other than Swiss was right, and I don't like it, but he was right.
Well, it is what it is. We got 30 cars officially started after Mike Edwards never did come back. I am shocked at that.
Discord says he's playing Call of Duty at the moment, so
What the hell?
I don't know. Very interesting from Mike Edwards.
Edwards?
Edwards, yes.
Fuck is that?
He's got a checkered flag by his name, so he's even withdrawn from the session. That's no Mikey tonight. Michael Edwards will not make the Final Four.
Wow. Did not see that coming. I thought this was, usually labeled Mikey's playground. So good at this damn track.
So that means Michael Edwards, Quinn Newton are now the two cars officially eliminated from the Final Four, out of contention. Everybody else still with a chance, although some would need a lot of help. Everybody else with a chance.
I was going to say, are you sure everyone has a chance?
Look, if they have 1/1000th of a percent chance, that's still a chance.
I mean, I feel like some people are mathematically eliminated at this point.
No, those are the... Quinn came in mathematically eliminated, and Brantley was in 11th, was still close enough to Brad in 4th, where he was not mathematically eliminated coming into tonight. So,
But I think Brad starting this race eliminates him mathematically.
not if you include stage points.
So if Brad gets 0 stage points and finishes as low as possible, which is what, 29th? He could...
And has then Lucas finish right in front of Brad, and has just, yeah, it's a lot that needs to happen.
A lot.
But it's not impossible. Just very, very unlikely.
I don't know. I feel like it's done. We could write that off. We could write off Brantley Bryant. I will confidently say Brantley Bryant will not make the finals.
You can score up to, it looks like, 60 points in a race night. So
Correct. But think about what's the lowest possible Brad Wilson can score with only 29 cars still running.
right, that would. So,
That's why it's mathematically impossible. Just listen to me, okay?
so there's 10. So now we're down to 50.
This fucking guy.
All right, so front row.
Bunch of orange and black.
Yep, Graves and Cleaver. Then Justin Allgaier and Justin Allgaier rode 2.
Fellas, Halloween was a couple weeks ago. What's with all the orange and black at the front of the field?
Not a good restart for Cody Cleaver up there in 2nd.
He got caught napping.
He did. Hoytsma gonna clear into the 2nd position quite easily.
Not quite. Cleaver fighting back.
Yep, Cleaver kept his foot in it.
I love when Hayden's wrong. It's fun.
It's also very often.
Very often. Hoytsma
Cleaver's
and
gonna have a huge run off of turn 4 here.
yes, Hoytsma and Giglio staying disciplined, keeping those cars low and not going onto the apron either. That will help their tire run longevity on those tires. Did not take tires on this stop, so they're still dealing with the tires they started with.
Cody Cleaver way upstairs. He's going to have the run out of turn 2. He's going to get to the outside of Casey Graves down the back straightaway.
Where to keep an eye for tires is going to be Ian Montrose. Montrose bolted on a set of 4 tires. He restarted back in 16th. We'll see his progression if it matters this early on.
And here we go, out of turn 4. New race leader, the number 2 Kubota Chevrolet. Cody Cleaver getting some bonus points here. He was the driver that came in to this race 6th in the standings, 2 points out. So these bonus points are very, very crucial for Cleaver to have a chance going into Homestead next weekend, next Tuesday.
Travis Martin, points leader coming in, picks up a spot on Jeff Price. Garrett Wolfenbarger riding in 5th, Blake Giglio 4th, Lucas Hoytsma 3rd, Casey Graves 2nd, Cody Cleaver out in front.
Garrett Wolfenbarger to the inside of Blake Giglio down the back straightaway for that 4th position.
They are stacked up back here, and we got somebody sliding it hard. Looks like Brantley Bryant in the 52.
We're still 3 wide. Ethan Evers with a bold move.
I'm scared. Let's go back and see what happened to Brian here. Ian Montrose into his left rear. And that is what happened to Brantley, right? Now we know. He's fallen all the way back to 17th. Just ahead of Justin Allgaier, and Justin Allgaier back there.
We've got a gaggle of cars up here for 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. Wolfenbarger's gotten by a majority of them, instead of Scott Rankin.
Well, Scott looks to drive it to the outside of Wolfenbarger.
And he's there. I hear someone sliding pretty hard. Or everyone's straight.
I'll say I don't see any loss of time on the timetable.
I heard tires squealing back there.
Well, if you gas it up and turn it hard left, it'll do that.
Yeah, that's fair. Swiss is right.
Jake Lawrence going to the outside of the 32. It seems the theme of the night, and it just feels weird. I don't like it. A little door contact between Lawrence and the 32 Wolfenbarger, as Lawrence didn't quite go up as high as the 32 thought he might. Jake Lawrence moves up a spot into the top 5 around the outside of Wolfenbarger. Meanwhile, the 16 of Justin Allgaier are under attack from Travis Martin.
Allgaier's got to be just biding his time here with the tires.
Yeah,
Saving
tends
as
to
much
be
as he can.
tends to be the MO for that number 16 Allgaier machine.
Here's Jeremy Shear to the outside of Travis Martin. Good to see. And we got a caution.
Good to see we got a caution. Mike Fisher appears to be involved. 28 is backwards in the grass. I'd say he's involved. See what happens. Cody Brown's involved in this. Looks like Justin Allgaier. They're 3 wide there. Oh, Cody Brown thought the 28 would be a little higher. Probably didn't know Justin Allgaier was on his outside. And unfortunately for Brown, goes head onto the outside wall. And then a little bit of contact for the 23 of Justin Allgaier as well.
I think Fisher was trying to stay low to give the fading 71 machine some room. And Cody Brown probably got a 2 wide call. Came up accordingly, and that was that one.
Yep. 28 just leaving room. 71 car is absolutely destroyed. Tough night for Justin Allgaier.
Andrew Beach has just had a terrible Xfinity Series season this go around.
Maybe those Justin Allgaier cars are just a bit unlucky. We've seen quite a few.
So far, not going well for those cars.
Quite a few have been involved in incidents so far. And we're only on lap 28. Then again,
I'm going to grab the creator of all these Justin Allgaier cars, and we're going to ask him about this. Because it's not going well so far.
2 cars stay out. Cody Cleaver and Jake Lawrence.
Well, Mr. Justin Allgaier Painter, it's not going well for your race cars tonight. What, do you have any comments?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's about how Justin Allgaier's races go in real life, so it's not too surprising. I think we knew what we were getting into doing this.
Well, so far we're 20% of the way through this race. Most of it's been spent under yellow. What the hell needs to change, do you think, from the field to get some green flag racing here?
Stop being Justin Allgaier.
People need to realize that these tires are going to fall off, and the way they're racing right now is not going to hold up. And the only reason it's working is because we keep wrecking each other because we don't know the tires are going to wear off. So, at this point, just stop driving it so hard. That's my advice. I don't know.
Alright, you're telling race car drivers to don't drive hard.
Do what Justin Allgaier would do.
Lose
Crash?
his cool mid-race and get 3 penalties?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Alright,
Be out of the way.
because we're all on the same page. Good luck, Lucas.
Thanks.
All right, so a bunch of tires taken here. Top 3 stay out. 2 of which had already taken tires in this race, Cody Cleaver and Brianna Lavin. Lucas Fuel, Giglia Fuel, Graves may have taken rights, which would be interesting. Martin Fuel, Montrose Fuel, Deal Fuel, Garrett Wolfenbarger, first car on 4 tires in 10th. Tires for Rankin, Scherer, Price, Wilson, then fuel only for Matt Benke and the Amtrak machine in 15th. Back to tires for Grant Harrell, Margison, Evers,
Harrell.
Beach, Bryant, thank you, J Munch, Elston, and then, well, Cody Brown had to take a fast repair, so that car back out on track on the lead lap. Drifting back because I think he entered a closed pit. Trevor Trago, 40 seconds of damage repair. That nose was pushed in after he'd already taken a fast repair, so tough night for him continues.
Not sure if I had mentioned it earlier, but we have lost Quinn Newton. Quinn Newton has disconnected from the session, taking that car to the garage.
Cliff Mullins in the Justin Allgaier paint scheme comes back out on track. Cliff took 4 tires there. Mike Fisher involved in that wreck. Looks like he's taking the fast repair on that GoPro Toyota.
Brantley Bryant claiming he's been run into by a Tahoe. Not sure what that's about. Just figured I'd relay the information.
Trent Sneed sits in the Hellman's machine for Justin Allgaier on the pit lane. Guess he is getting some damage repaired. It's over 14 seconds, and there you go. You saw some of the back fender get pulled out by the crew, so definitely getting as much repaired as he can. Then he gasses it up and heads back out on the racetrack. Try to stay on the lead lap ahead of the pace car. I don't think we send Justin Allgaier enough in this broadcast.
Hopefully, Justin Allgaier is not anybody's drinking game tonight.
That'd be very dead.
He would be dead.
I wonder if that's what's plaguing these Justin Allgaier paint schemes, is every time we say Justin Allgaier, they have to take a drink.
I think they alternate between all the cars so no one dies.
Nope, every car has to drink. It's whoever
Oh,
last Allgaier standing wins. There can only be one.
Who is the real Justin Allgaier?
The real Justin Allgaier, please stand up.
All right, so front row, Cleaver and Lawrence. Row 2, Lavin, Hoytsma of the Lucas variety. Then we have Giglio, Graves, who seem to be just restarting in the same row every single restart tonight. Martin and Montrose. So maybe we can get some green flag running going, because we're 31 down. That's going to be 99 to go. Pace car makes this hard left turn on the pit road. Field in the hands of Cody Cleaver.
Now we have very differing strategies.
Oh, we're already spinning the tires.
Yeah. Benke and Evers back there not going very good. Cleaver going very well. Jumps out to the lead. Keep an eye on that 32 black and red machine, as he has 4 fresh tires, the closest one to the front to have such a luxury.
Evers was trying to anticipate the start and got into the back of Matt Benke, and that was a wild turn of events.
Did we not teach them anything about anticipating the start a couple of cautions ago?
Clearly not.
Oh my gosh. Field fanning out. A lot of single file up towards the front.
Harrell and Brad Wilson side by side.
Also the Ghost Man in the 32, Wolfenbarger.
Brad has been trying to save tire this whole race so far and been bleeding spots because of it. And it looks like he has decided this time, to hell with it, I need some track position.
Now we have Jake Lawrence running the top and Lucas Heusman underneath him. They make door-to-door contact coming off the corner, and he gets the Allgaier scheme out of shape on the inside lane, but saves the race car. That allows Casey Graves and Ethan Montrose to close in, along with the 32 of Wolfenbarger. 3 wide, a little farther back, Harold Martin and the 49 of Scott Rankin. Scott slapped 4 fresh tires on this machine. Oh, there goes JR Deal. And it's contact from the Ghost Man to completely spin him out.
That's to the bottom, so we're going to stay green, unfortunately for JR.
And unfortunately for the Ghost Man, he lost a few spots from that. He's down to 17th now. Came in as their points leader.
Luckily, the front of the 63 machine looks to be okay.
Up front, 98 of Brianna Lavin takes the race lead away from Cody Cleaver. And don't look now, but here comes Justin Allgaier in the number 16.
Here come the low drag Brandt Chevrolets. Always see them up front here at Chicagoland.
Remember, Wolfenbarger bolted on a set of fresh tires this caution. He's now up to 5th and charging in that 32.
Look at them all fanned out down the front stretch here.
A lot of options around that dog leg. 32. Garrett Wolfenbarger keeping it nice and tidy around the bottom. Lucas Weitzman keeps some momentum up on the high lane. They'll drag race back to turn 3.
Both of those cars are in the playoffs as indicated by the blue splitter banner on the front and the back and the blue rear spoiler. Lucas got way loose on the top, lost a bunch of momentum because of it.
Ian Montrose did a really good job not running him over.
Here we go. We're starting to settle in a little bit, getting some green flag running.
Don't jinx it.
Everyone's still kind of gaggled up, though, even though we are single file.
First rule of Fight Club is don't talk about Fight Club.
I'm going to talk about Fight Club all I want. I've got a freedom of speech, damn it.
Here goes Wolfenbarger looking for third. Taking it all the way down to the grass on the front stretch. Gets inside the 16 of Justin Allgaier.
Rankin thought about cutting it to the bottom, but Harrell stuck his nose in there. Made the
Ford's doing
49.
battle.
Yeah, made the 49 do a very quick change of direction mid-corner. Lost about 2 spots because of it.
Wolfenbarger takes away third. Now he'll close up on the back of the number 2 of Cody Cleaver. And already draws alongside door to door. And Wolfenbarger, just like that, goes from the 4th spot, and he'll move up to 2nd, I'm sure, off of this corner.
I'll tell you what, going into turn 1, I saw Margison block the 1 of Ian Montrose.
That is a terrible
sure,
idea.
Yeah, Ian is not going to tolerate that for very long. We'll see if anything happens later in the race, but Ian is for sure going to put that one in the memory bank.
Wolfenbarger clear for 2nd. Cody Cleaver
Cleaver in the
bounces it
wall.
off the wall. Allows Harrell and Scott Rankin through.
Blake Giglio going to look to the top 3 wide with Margison.
Whew. Hold your breath moment there. This has gone green at the worst time for Cody Cleaver. If Wolfenbarger can run down race leader Brianna Lavin at National Guard 98.
And he's there.
And where's he going to go? He's got to hold off Grant Harrell, who's on the same tire strategy. Grant, very famous for the Mike Edwards style of burn him while you got him.
Take the track position and then save is the strategy there. And there we go. To the bottom, down the backstretch and into turn 3. Garrett Wolfenbarger back to the race lead. Harrell the 2nd. And Scott Rankin's going to try to follow through for 3rd.
All 3 of those cars on 4 fresh Goodyear tires. Dragging Margison along with them. Same strategy for the 88.
Margison into the wall off of turn 4.
That was
He's
turn
not going to be happy.
That was turn 2.
Turn 2. That was turn 2. Swiss was right.
Oh my god, it's a theme.
And there we go. Margison with a slide job for...
Oh, now he's out of 4.
Kill the wall.
He made you right.
Kills the wall out of 4. I can
Oh.
see the future.
Harrell.
Grant Harrell
There you go.
to the outside of Garrett Wolfenbarger out of turn 2. A little bit of contact. We got to fight for the race lead. Harrell not in the playoffs. Wolfenbarger is, but comfortably through at the moment. Big picture here for Wolfenbarger, most likely. Nope, he's not making any business decisions. He wants to keep this race lead in that clean air.
He's keeping it down to the bottom, though, so that's definitely where you save your tire when you can. He's
There
not
we
going to
go.
fight
There-
it too hard. There you go.
Point 2 is going to power around the outside through 1 and 2. That is where the outside, I think, is better in terms of speed. Is
Scott-
1 and 2.
Scott Rankin going to look to the inside for 2nd.
I don't think you'll see Wolfenbarger
Yep.
contest that too much.
He gave that one
he
up.
wants to get back to the bottom.
Jeremy Scherer off the racetrack. What is going on with the 15? Oh, he got turned by Justin Allgaier. 71 of Justin Allgaier put the 15 down into the grass. 15 does a great job of saving the race car, but I'm sure he's not too happy with Justin Allgaier at this moment.
Andrew Beach apologizing over the race car. Over the
Over the race car?
It's a rough night apparently.
Trying to figure out what that even means.
Lucas Hoitzma over the race chatter earlier said that you just can't push in these cars anymore. So I wonder if some kind of update has really unsettled these race cars with pushes.
Wilson up to the 6th spot. Also on 4 fresh tires. Blake Giglio rides 7th. There's fuel only for Blake Giglio.
And
Corey
he's
Deal.
holding this-
Corey Deal asking how many shots you've had tonight.
apparently too many.
Oh, man. Jeff Price around Blake Giglio, moves up to 7th. Up front, Scott Rankin putting moves on for the race lead.
And he's going to lead that lap.
Oh, 3-car breakaway at the front. Mustangs side by side coming out of turn 2.
And Wolfenbarger just like, one of you two clear each other, please. I think those tires have come in on the 32 now.
Yep, he's got them right where he's liking them. Going to tuck in behind the 49.
If I was Wolfenbarger, I'd go upstairs here, get a huge run, pass them both, and go back to the bottom. But he's going to just be really disciplined.
Yeah, they're still side by side. Save those tires, why not? Let the top 2 burn them up.
Cody Cleaver. Fuel tank is expired on that race car. He is going to come down pit road. But here comes Joel Munchel. Uh-oh, this could get sketchy. This could get real sketchy.
Told you it went green at the worst time for Cody Cleaver. He's going to blow pit lane by a mile.
Yeah,
that is
he
going to
missed
be
it.
a mega penalty for the 2. 40-second hold heading to the 2 car. But he had to pit if he was running out of fuel. He couldn't.
If he can afford it, he should uncheck everything
He
and
can't.
just come around.
He can't. He probably pitted on the last possible lap. He can't make another lap. He's going to have to take the fuel and the penalty.
Yikes.
That is going to all but eliminate Cody Cleaver.
Game ended tonight. 2 out. Got some points for leading a lap. But, yep, left sides go down and he does not move from the box. Joel Munchel going to his inside into 3. Gaggled everything up. He was trying to be nice to the cars around him, but just overshot pit road, unfortunately for him.
Brad Wilson, meanwhile, starting to close in on Margison, looking for the 4th spot.
The 52 hit the wall out of 4 again.
Does that?
If I had a nickel for every time I saw the 52 hit the wall out of a corner this season, I'd be a rich man. He seems to do it more than most.
A rich man north of Richmond?
Yes, sir.
You're a politician now.
Wolfenbarger inside of Harold for 2nd.
Got him up off the bottom.
Jake
Wolfenbarger.
Lawrence says he's going to come down pit road this time. 98 as well.
It's been 34 laps for Jake Lawrence, so not surprising to see him same distance for the 98. Well, 98 looks like able to make an extra lap over what the 68 was able to do, despite being on the same strategy. Then pretty much everyone else is going to be on the same strategy, so those were the 3 that had stayed out, having to pit early. 14 laps to go before the stage. Looks like everyone should make it to the stage? Question mark? Maybe not. If they only go like 32, they'll be stopping just short of it.
Yep,
Could-
Brianna coming down pit road, going to get it woed up in time.
Could actually be advantage Cody
To
Cleaver.
Yeah, to these guys.
And Cleaver had the penalty though, so that's not going to work.
No, well, yeah.
But the other
Cleaver's
2,
strategy. Cleaver's
oth-
strategy.
right?
We'll
The
put
other
it that
2,
way.
Brianna
I'll say
11 and Brianna has not gotten into the box properly. Is completely sideways and was still rolling. That was odd. So Trevor Trago, playoff car, sitting down there on the pit lane.
Trevor side by side for
short-pitting it.
2nd. Garrett cannot clear Harrell.
I wonder why Trevor short pit then? Strange.
Ethan
Yes.
Evers adding someone to the list. Not sure who he's talking about. Oh,
maybe-
talking about Cliff, because Cliff said goes both ways.
Interesting. Let's check in on it. Oh, Cliff just came down on Ethan on the front stretch. Not sure what Cliff was mad about there.
There you go. Garrett Wolfenbarger finally clear of Harrell for 2nd. Worked on him for about 3 laps.
Jeff Price closing in on Margison for the 5th spot. Casey Graves peels off the 4 machine onto the pit lane. Corey wanting some drama, hoping Cliff and Ethan get into it in chat.
Oh, front, Scott Rankin with nearly a full second advantage over Garrett Wolfenbarger. Scott won the truck race here not too long ago, so he's clearly very good at this racetrack. Wolfenbarger in chase.
We gave him a lot of crap for being 12th in practice, but clearly he knows something.
49 car forewent the qualifying sim just for the race runs, and clearly it's paying off.
Deal had a bit of an issue coming out of turn 4, lost a couple seconds, but still out there.
Blake Giglio getting by Zachary Margison.
Margison in a free fall at the end of this run.
Yep, for the 6th spot. He's going to set his eyes on Jeff Price.
Give a shout to Blake Giglio. Remember, he did not take tires on his last stop, and he is still up there in the 6th spot. That's not easy to do.
No, it is not. Blake, arguably the best at saving tires in SRL, and this is a track he thoroughly enjoys, so it does not at all surprise me that he's able to save those Goodyear Eagles quite well, as he's going to just
taking
clear
those spot
Jeff
away.
Price.
Impressive. Absolutely impressive.
Let's give a shout out to Andrew Beach. He was in that earlier wreck, and he's sitting here 8th. I know he's had a couple of cars in front of him pit, but that's still good for Andrew.
Look at this gaggle of Toyotas. 69er J-Mush, 28 Mike Fisher, the 52. Brantley Bryant all stacked up together, 9th, 10th, and 11th. And you got Cliff Mullins making his way into the party. Oh, he almost got Mike Fisher.
He sent it in there and got on the brakes, making sure not to get Fisher, yeah.
And Fisher just did to Cliff what Cliff did to Ethan.
Scott Rankin slowly pulling away from Garrett Wolfenbarger up front. Last time I mentioned it, it was just under a second. Now it's up to 1.3. So Scott, who I thought was burning him up early, apparently not.
What'd you give me on fuel number, like 31?
31, 33, maybe, right around there.
We're at 30 right now.
We're not going to make it to the stage.
Nope.
I would be surprised.
And here comes someone peeling out there. Couldn't tell who it was. Looks like Lucas. Lucas in the 97 peels out of running. I can't believe he was running so far back, around the 14th spot.
He, unfortunately, was one of those that was really caught out by that fuel-only stop. Don't think he's taken tires yet this race. You couldn't. Feel free to correct me, but
I can't see it now that it's already on the pit lane.
well.
It resets the last pit stop time.
Jeremy Shear coming down pit road.
Margison as well.
Oh, Jeremy Shearer has very overshot it.
Oh no.
Oh, and who's that in the grass? Scott Elston also overshooting it. That's going to be an unsafe pit entry for him on top of the speeding.
Lap 32 on the fuel tank here for Scott Rankin.
Travis Martin going to bring the 63 machine to pit road.
I think it's going to be points advantage for anybody that short pits this, because I don't think anyone's going to make it. So if you're a points contender, you're going to want to get to the pit lane, get back out there on the fresher tires.
Travis, get it. There we go. Travis Martin getting it down to pit road speed.
He did it nice and safe. I wasn't even worried about his.
We're going to see your race leader in this time. And this is when I think everybody's going to start coming down this time.
Lap 33
71,
on the fuel
81,
tank.
69.
We'll see if Cliff tries to make it for the points here. I don't think he's in the playoff contention, but he topped off the tank on the last stop, so he can actually go an extra lap. Same with Mike Fisher. Wolfenbarger and Wilson, maybe they were playing it from the beginning to play a fuel strategy. Try to make it.
He's going to come in this time.
Who called it?
Wolfenbarger.
He's got Wilson right behind him. Looks like Wilson's going to stay out.
No, he's not.
Nope.
Here he comes.
Yep, he got out of it right at the same time. He just.
Everybody else going to come down pit road this time, it looks like.
There goes Blake, Jeff Price. Even Mike Fisher and Cliff Mullins are coming down. Dave
Like I
Hoytsmith.
said, everybody else.
Daniel Wallen, do you come down? Yep, here comes the slowest Justin Allgaier. Check in Matt Benke.
Like that.
Well, he was the last place Justin Allgaier.
We'll see who cycles. We're going to see who cycles through to the race lead here, because there was quite a bit of variation to those pit stops.
Well, right now, it looks like it's going to be Scott Rankin. Could be Jake Lawrence. Yeah, he had fresh tires for longer, so Jake Lawrence is actually going to be the leader right now. Then Scott Rankin. Jake Lawrence has passed everyone coming off the pit lane. Here goes Scott Rankin. 22 of Grant Harrell. They're behind the
We'll
two
get
of
it
Cleveland.
eventually. It'll be second nature eventually.
Justin Beach, Justin Hoytsma, Justin Llewellyn.
The big winner out of all of this looks like it's going to be Lucas Hoytsma. If he can keep those tires underneath him, he's going to get a bunch of spots.
Big loser Cody Cleaver with the penalty. Now a lap down. Here's your leader.
Whoa, Lucas! Whoa! Damn!
I went to go watch the leader, and Lucas does things, but Jake Lawrence, race leader on the final lap of the halfway stage. Looks like he's on his way to pick up those 10 extra points. And that's kind of what I thought some of the guys that needed points might try. It's going to work out for Lucas, I think.
Rankin P2, Harrell 3rd, Lucas 4th, then Margison Graves, Trago, Brad Wilson, Garrett Wolfenbarger, and Blake Giglio, your stage point earners.
So not a lot of guys taking advantage of the halfway points in the playoffs. Back to the back part of it, few got, a handful of points, but no one really capitalized on it.
And here comes Rankin on these fresh tires. Jake Lawrence that time by ran a 31.9, and Scott Rankin a second faster at a 30.8.
That's what
So
a difference. That's what a difference of 11 laps can do for those tires. Saw how far out Jake was there, but gets eaten up quickly. But hey, he got a stage win out of that.
Exactly. That's something to hang your hat on.
And Lucas hasn't really fallen off that far.
He has not so far. Good for him. Like I said, he's going to try to keep those tires under him. If he can do that again in, 25 laps or so, Lucas could, I don't want to say back himself into a win because that would be a discredit to what he could do, but maybe kind of slide one out from under Scott and Garrett here.
No, we're not saying Lucas is on a huge disadvantage on tires. It's only a lap to Grant Harrell and I think 3 laps to Scott Rankin, so it's not the end of the world, but it is a big deal.
3 laps you would expect to be 2 to 3 tenths difference here at Chicagoland, but he's doing a good job at keeping it underneath him. I think that really long run is where you're going to start to see Lucas probably fade, but I could eat my words. We'll see.
Well, we've made it past halfway, finally. We had a bit of a bumpy start to this one, and drivers have figured it out since then. We got a cycle of green flag stops under our belts. The next car that's going to have to pit, well, it's going to go right back to Cody Cleaver. Even though he picked up that penalty, it has been a hot minute since we've seen the 2 on the pit lane. 19 laps and counting. Looks like most drivers can go about 33. So about 13 laps away for Cleaver.
Cleaver's not even the first car 1 lap down at this point. That's going to go to the 35 of Matt Benke, who is about a quarter of a lap up the road on fresher tires. So
it's about 5 seconds back. Cody Cleaver from the Lucky Dog, currently Matt Benke.
Oh, we got a gaggle of cars back here around Trevor Trago.
And it is a party from 11th on back. Quite a few of them stacked up all the way to 20th in this big group. Ethan Evers, Jay Munch, Jeff Price, Trevor Trago. And a short gap back to Cliff Mullins. That's who that was falling back. That is Cliff Mullins getting split by Travis Martin and the 32 of Brantley Bryant. Trenton Sneed. Allgaier goes 3 wide with Allgaier.
Brantley Bryant got into the right rear of Cliff Mullins in 1 and 2, and Cliff had a hell of a slide.
Ian Montrose just got into Trenton Sneed and got him out of shape, and it shot Trenton Sneed past Brantley Bryant, so I guess it worked out. Was Cliff angry on the radio?
Well, Brantley said that he wasn't anywhere close to Cliff's right rear, which I beg to differ. There was clearly very significant contact, enough where it is damaged Cliff's right rear on the back end. Cliff's response was, didn't feel like it. So
what you're saying is Brantley Bryant's the new Daniel Llewellyn and claiming netcode?
it does appear to be that way. Whoa.
Fisher thought he was too wide, so he went in for the angle like he was too wide, but Travis was still running like he was 3 wide. And they made door-to-door contact, and fortunately everyone survived. That is your points leader, Travis Martin, running 15th.
Travis just doesn't want to be involved in anything, and he's likely through to the next round.
All he has to do is really survive with the moderate finish, and he'll be fine.
Here we go. Here we go. The 98 has said they're going to pit this time. Not sure why.
It's only 20 laps for that car.
Yeah.
Early. Well, 13 laps before we would think for this 98. And here comes Lavin. Lead lap machine to the pit lane. Curious.
That's intriguing.
It's 55 to the end. You can't make it. Strange.
Maybe
Could be splitting up
can't
the
make it
tire
on
ring?
one, so do it on
Right.
two?
Two shorter ones. That would make sense if they go
That's
green.
about the only, yeah, it's the only thing I can think of.
Strange.
Scott Rankin starting to open up that lead. 1.6 to Harold that last time by, 2.5 to Lucas.
Has the 2 laps down Justin Allgaier behind our race leader. That Justin Allgaier is just coming off the pit lane. However, did not take tires on that stop, so I wonder if Daniel had to take a fast repair. A 5-second pit stop, unusual. Daniel might have meatballed that thing somewhere and we didn't see it. There's Grant Harrell, 2.2 seconds back of race leader. And then a little bit further back, there's Wilson and Hoytsma. We watched them all dirt race battle one another. Now here we go over an Xfinity series. These two once again going at it.
So I would like Harold harder than the wall.
Man, about knocked it down.
I would like for this to be my formal apology to Brad Wilson for that dirt race earlier. I got into the back of him very hard and spun him around when I did not mean to. So, Brad, I apologize. I know the apology means nothing, but I do apologize. Oh, Harold in the wall again. Kind of got put into the wall by Brad Wilson, though.
I guess we're talking about your calamity in that dirt race. You might as well say you're welcome to Lucas Hoytsma at the same time.
Yeah, because that did help Lucas make it through to the final 4 in the dirt race. Lucas trying to put a block on Wolfenbarger.
Now, those two have not had a great season.
No, they have not.
They've been at it all season long.
There is beef there.
Beef's not even the right word. It's just straight up bad blood between those two at this point.
Lucas told me earlier he's got a bunch of respect for Brad, but I doubt that respect, and I'm just totally guessing here, I doubt that respect goes the same way for
that was
32.
really, really tight 3-wide racing right there, and that's
Yes.
about as clean as that could go, honestly.
Lucas Holtzman came over the radio and said, "I'm not the one that put you in the wall. I don't know why you're pinching me, trying to wreck me. I didn't do anything." Your words from the 97 at the 22.
It was Matt Benke to the outside of the 22 coming off turn 2.
I think he's got fresher tires.
Absolutely, and making him feel good right about now. It's been 14 laps since Benke came down. It's only 4 laps fresher than Grant Harrell. And Benke using that high line and making it look good. That Amtrak car
Ripping the
flying.
lip.
He might be a lap down, but damn it, he's hauling.
Scott Reagan opened it up to 2.2 on second. Brad Wilson now. Brad Wilson a 31.8.
Brad's actually closing in on our leader.
Yeah, to Scott's 31.9. So hang on, this race ain't over yet.
50 laps to go. Of course it's not, you silly. Yeah, a whole nother pit stop to go.
It's going to be close if these guys can make it on this last stop.
Be very close. And the guys that stretched it out the farthest are going to be in the best shape. Those
so if you're
up at
Lucas
the
Hoytsma,
front.
I think you're in trouble.
The car that's absolute best on fuel, still on the lead lap, looks to be the cars of Mike Fisher, Cliff Mullins, Blake Giglio. All these cars are about lap 17 on their tank right now. Brad Wilson, Wolfenbarger as well. They're all on 17.
Oh, Wilson in the wall out of 4.
Solid.
Got it right this time.
Bounced it off the wall. You figured out which turn's turn 4. I'm proud of you.
Oh, yeah. No, just don't ask me about Pocono. I got no clue.
Dear God. The walls are numbered, you stupid.
They're numbered wrong.
Imagine.
Pocono says turn 4 on it, but there's not a turn 4.
It does say turn 4, but it also says what right in front of it, as in what turn 4.
It's still got a turn 4. Still says turn 4.
The Mullins around Brantley Bryant. as Hayden's gone back to being wrong again tonight. We got a battle between Giglio and Margison. Allgaier taking away the 6th spot. And Grant Harrell, Lucas Hoytsma's Allgaier car. And we got Goons, Shine, your top 3. And then you got, I don't know if you want to call them Low Drag, CTC. I'm lost on what the official name is at this point.
I'm going to call him Junior Motorsports tonight.
That works. I'm going to call him Hendrick just because the memes. Just to make them all mad.
The lead is shrinking. It was 2.0.
It's 1.7.
This time it was 1.85.
It's 1.7 right now. It flirted with the 6 there briefly through the center of the corner.
This is gonna get interesting.
We still got at least 1 pit stop, if not 2.
We
Headed our
have
way.
lost Cody Cleaver.
The 2 car of Cleaver. He gone. Cody Brown just sitting on a pit lane. I think he's just a spectator at this point. So 28th, 29th, and 30th. Our split for the cars outside the top 20. They're all lapped down. Matt Benke, Lucky Dog 21st right now. JR Deal, Jeremy Scherer, Jake Lawrence, Brianna Lavin, Daniel Wallen, all 1 lap down. 2 laps down, Scott Elston. He just hit the pit lane. Cody said he overshot the pit road, so he's just chilling. So there you go. Report from the 17 team. They're done after picking that up.
Lucas Hoytsman at pit lane.
There it is. First car out of the top 5 to pit for their 2nd pit stop.
And
Nice.
he is not going to make it to the end from here.
No, he is planning on that extra stop. Don't know if anyone's going to risk it for the biscuit. Usually Hoytsman's that guy. So
Well, 35 to go.
he was about 4 laps worse.
45, sorry.
He was
No,
about
there's
4
no
laps
way.
worse than everyone else, though.
Yeah, 44 laps on this tank for Lucas Hoytsman is what it would be. There is no way.
We got Casey Graves currently at 31 laps. And I think he's pitting. So 31 laps. The 4 True Speed Toyota hits the pit lane. He was the highest lap count before he hit the pit lane there. I think Casey saw the writing on the wall. He's going to have to 2-stop.
Ethan Eber is going to bring it to pit road this time. Can nobody make it?
Ethan, he was off by about 2 laps from our best counters.
This is... Oh, Ethan, I think, got it down to pit road speed. Ethan's going to be good.
It was lap
This
25.
just got really interesting all of a sudden, Swiss.
Trying to see
I
who
thought
can
they
make it, who
could
can't.
stop it. And maybe they can't. Anyway, Brad Wilson has got it down to 1.7.
You have to get to what, lap 97 right now? Be about 33
yeah,
laps?
so you need another 10 laps.
That'd be 35. So if Scott can go 34 and 34, might be doable. Scott, very good at saving, as is Wilson. Wilson 1 lap better than Scott Rankin on the fuel tank. Came down 1 lap later. So I think Wilson has the best chance of making it.
You would think Blake Giglio probably slightly better than that, right?
I think Blake's the same lap. Yeah, Blake's same lap as Brad.
Okay.
I'm going to ride on board and see if he's clutching. Yep. Sounds like a
trying to
Tesla.
make it. Trying to make it on 1 more stop.
It's got to go about 7 more laps, I would think.
Yeah, about that. 6 if you're gonna save a little bit again. And I think you're gonna have to. So we got some cars digging for a 2-stop. And we got Brad trying to save on a 1. We'll see which prevails.
It's fascinating, really. Jimmy
really
Scherer, last pit stop, picked up a penalty. He has fallen down to the 24th spot. Just to keep an update there. A little bookkeeping.
All right, so Lucas Hoytsman is about to make a very important pass here. He's going to go by the 9 of JR Deal, and that will be for the Lucky Dog spot. Should a caution come out.
You mean Allgaier might get one of those magic cautions?
It's certainly possible. However, I think this magic caution would be bad for the 97, as I saw someone come to pit road.
Grant Harrell, 22.
So he is bailing on one more stop to the end. I don't think you're going.
Yeah, he was in rough shape. He was 3 laps worse than our best car.
They're pitting this race car, but it's over the line. I don't know.
It's the second time I've seen that with that car.
Very interesting.
There's the gap.
88 car going to come to pit road.
2.4 seconds right now between Rankin and Wilson. So Wilson's backed off.
Brad went back to saving, trying to make sure he makes it on the 1.
Let's go on board with Scott, because he's one
Scott
not
Rankin's
worse.
going to pit. Scott Rankin's pitting this time.
He'd have
You
to go
cannot go
37?
37 laps.
No, that's not happening.
You cannot go 37 laps.
So Scott going to have to pit. Brad Wilson back to trying to save. And the gap over his teammates, 1.2. The race leader, Scott Rankin, brings that Mustang to the pit lane. And there goes Brad Wilson to the lead. Shenandoah Shine Mustang takes the top spot. Garrett Wolfenbarger up to second.
Oh no! Both Hoytsmas have just dropped from the session.
Obviously an internet connection issue for Team Hoytsma.
And that is going to eliminate Lucas Hoytsma from any chance at making the Final 4.
Dave was running in top lead lap position ahead of Lucas.
So as an update, Cody Cleaver came in -2, has left the session. He won't make it. Mikey came in -10. Didn't even start the race. He won't make it. Lucas Hoytsma, who was hoping for an outside shot, came in -27. He's not going to make it. So now it's up to Ken Trenton. Find a way to get by either Brad or Blake. He came in -1 to Brad. Brad's leading, so that's not looking good. And he came in -8 to Blake.
He's third.
And he's third. So it's not looking good for the 81 either.
And Trenton's on the pit
running
lane.
second. Came in second in points.
Trenton's on the pit lane, so he's not going to pull a fuel stop out of him either.
Yeah, he's not either. And Travis is also on the pit lane. That would be the next one you could hope for, but he's been running behind Travis all night too. And he came in -12 to Travis, so that's not looking good either.
What you're saying is our Final 4 coming in is going to be our Final 4 leaving, most likely?
Unless we get some late race SRL drama, which certainly could happen. It's looking pretty solid. I think the 32's coming in this time, and here comes the 51
Wilson
as well.
Interesting. He had 32 since his last stop, and he is pitting here.
With 34 to go at the line.
It's going to be very close.
I think he didn't want to give up a bunch of time to Scott, but I don't think Scott can make it.
Blake Giglio takes the race lead, and Blake is saving. He's going to go 34 laps on this stint. Andrew Beach is on his 34th lap in 4th. There's a lot of strategy going on here. Beach, though, showing you can go 34 laps. He's still under power.
Jeff Price going to come to pit road this time. This could get sketchy.
Oh, Mike Fish disappeared on his inside.
Oh, uh-oh.
And there
Jeff,
it is.
He gets turned. Jeff, you can't try to pit. You can't try to pit from the top, Jeff.
I'm sure it was someone else's fault. Like Giglio out in front. He's going to make it 34 laps, and, well, he only has to go 32 from here, so Blake can make it on one more. This stop right here.
Down pit road right here.
Justin Allgaier gets it down to pit road speed. Needs some more lighting down there in the pits. That car is dark.
They really do.
So dark in the pit lane here.
Zachary Martinson had a moment.
Mike Fish also on the pit lane. This will hand the race lead back to Scott Rankin, but Scott, we believe, has to pit again. Best case scenario for Rankin is they go about 10 laps and a caution comes out. That way the 4 tires will matter.
Exactly.
That's the best Scott can hope for at this point, to try and get the win here.
There you go. So Scott's through 1 and 2 now. Blake is just coming off of pit road. So that's how much he was able to pull on Blake in those, what was it, 6 laps?
Yeah, about that.
Scott Rankin currently holds a 4-second lead over Ethan Evers.
Mike Fisher picked up a penalty on the pit lane.
Oh, no.
He's going to drop out of a decent finish.
So what I think is currently the race for the win is Brad and likely Wolfenbarger. Unless Scott can start doing some saving.
And Scott's not going to make it. I don't know if Wolfenbarger and Wilson are going to make it to where they pit. Blake can definitely make it. And he's an 8th.
Yeah, Scott is not saving up front. So I think this is between Brad Wilson and Garrett Wolfenbarger. I think they can go 34.
Wilson's got a little bit of time to give up, too. He's got about, 3 seconds over Wolfenbarger at this point?
Yes.
So he can back it up a little bit. 30 to go. It's going to be all about fuel saving, which I know drives some people nuts, but as strategist, I find it fascinating.
Yeah, Casey Graves in between them, last pit 87, so he's not going to make it.
Ethan Evers not a shot at making it. He'd have to go 43 laps for that Ethan Evers machine. There's no way.
Marguson last on pit road, lap 93, so he's not going to make it either. He's also in between those two cars.
Travis Martin around Ian Montrose. Montrose is pitting.
Mike Fisher has decided with that penalty he is not going to ride this one out.
Jeff Rice didn't get back to the pit lane. He is out of it. 23 cars still running. Lost 7 cars. Mike Fisher, Jeff Price. That's funny, Fisher Price. Dave Hoytsma, Lucas Hoytsma, Cody Cleaver, Cody Brown, and Quinn Newton. Going to be your final 7 finishers tonight.
Your regular season champion. 6 wins on the season. Lucas Hoytsma going to fail to advance to the Final Four. Call him Kyle Larson.
I was going to say, he pulled off the Kyle Larson.
I don't know. I think if you win more than half of the regular season, you should probably get a spot in the Final Four should you start the playoff races. But I don't know. Playoffs is what it is. Same for everyone, so...
Had the opportunity and choked. That's all I'm going to say. It's not like we kicked him out of the playoffs.
Exactly. Just unfortunate mechanical issues for that 97. You hate to see it. You really do. No sarcasm there. But, just super unfortunate.
As Kyle Larson proved, that's racing. It happens.
Fortunately or unfortunately, it does indeed.
Trevor Trago, Joel Munchel, 9th place battle as we search for
Right,
cars
so
running near one another. There's Wolfenbarger and Casey Graves.
Lavin gonna bring it to pit road this next time by. So like we thought, probably splitting this last run in thirds. Good grief.
Well, it's been 31 laps since that car last pitted, so makes sense. Daniel Wallen also on the pit lane. Was hoping for a lucky caution, did not get it. He'll go back a lap down.
So what do you think Scott does here? Does he run out the tank hoping for a yellow?
Report from Team Hoytsma. Don't know what happened, but got dropped out. Internet just cut the... Says just internet was fine the whole time, actually. So, mystery for Team Hoytsma there. Both getting kicked at the same time. You would assume a network situation, but report is the network was fine. So that is bizarre. Who's in the grass?
Maybe, I don't know. I thought I heard someone in the grass.
JR Deal. What's going on? Let's see what happens to the JR.
You know what, Lucas? Uninstall the grip hacks. That should fix it.
He exits the pit lane and turns into the grass, question mark.
This is why we don't text and drive, kids.
This looks like me on Friday night in the IndyCar race. It's one of those you smoke too moments.
Blake Giglio and Casey Graves have caught the 32.
Oh no. Now I am having network issues.
Blake at least has better tires than the 32.
And we're back.
And better fuel. Cody Brown has left the session, brought that car to the garage. We've lost another one.
Oh, he had told me a long time ago he was out of the race.
Yeah, but it's official now.
It was official when he said it was official, okay?
The session now registers as official.
Casey Graves hits the pit lane. We knew he couldn't make it. Neither can Ethan Evers. Graves decided to split this last run in half, 22 and 22. I'm sure we'll see Ethan pull a similar strat. First car we think can make it. Brad Wilson going to be right on the edge, riding third right now. car we
Brad.
know can make it, Blake Giglio in 6th.
So now I wonder. So Blake just ran a 31.9. Brad ran a 31.5. Okay, so Brad is running faster than Blake, and Blake has more fuel. So either
Brad's still
has
clutching.
Yeah, Brad has either decided he is totally good, or
He hasn't
maybe-
decided that because he's still clutching.
Yep, there we go. So he's still. Let's see what he gets this time. This is a 31.8.
He's in Grant Harrell's draft.
And Blake Gigley with a 31.8. So no difference in lap time.
Now he's passing Harrell, taking over 2nd spot.
Should a caution come out, I would want every piece of track position I can get.
Oh, they make door-to-door
contact.
contact. My
Oh.
goodness. Wilson wanted a little more elbow room into the corner and took it.
I was gonna say, maybe there's our caution right there.
It was close.
19 laps to go.
Apparently Bryant Cliff Mullins. Travis Martin's on the pit lane. He knew he couldn't make it. Oh, let's see. Travis Martin was 16 laps. Yeah, Brad Wilson's at 15 and Blake's at 13, now 14. Beach is close to making it. I think he can make it, but he's just a little bit further down in the order. Might pull out a top 5 from it. Lucas got banned.
Lucas Hoitzma has jumped back into the session. Very interesting.
He could pass his dad and pick up a point.
There we go.
Actually, he's not
Bragging
too far
rights.
from Fisher and Price. He could pass Fisher Price and move up a couple more spots. Scott Elson looks like he may be done for the night. 9 laps down. Hoytson actually has time to pass him too, if he's able to get out there quick enough. Never know when those 4 positions will be all the difference. Grant Harrell has a blink. Brad Wilson, assuming Scott can't make it. Scott is backing up quickly though.
Yeah, that was a 32.1 for Scott the last time by.
I think he thought about
Only-
a little too late.
Yeah, that's only 0.2 slower than Brad.
He's got to make up 3 laps on the fuel saving. I don't think that's going to cut it.
I would be shocked if he can make it. 32.3, so he's backed it down more. I don't think it's going to be enough. I would be shocked if he can make it.
Nearly
Brad
had
Wilson's
Giglio and a
still
Martison.
clutching.
He's going to clutch the whole run, and that's how he's going to make it. Or not make it. One of the two. He's got...
Allgaier and Allgaier together on the backstretch, 16.23.
Wilson has 4.8 on Giglio.
He can afford to give some up.
Blake's going to be able to go a little bit faster. Margison's coming to the pit lane, gives up a spot in the top 5.
We knew he wasn't going to make it.
Yep. Wolfenbarger takes over that spot. Looks like the top 3 would be Wilson, Giglio, Wolfenbarger, and then I believe Andrew Beach and Cliff Mullins could be your top 5 by the end of this thing.
Margison can't make it. Margison on pit road, actually.
Scott says he gave it up after the second pit penalty he picked up. That's why the 85 sits down there in the pits. Casey Graves, by the way.
Here we go. Scott Rankin. Scott Rankin has said he is coming to pit road this time. He is not going to make it.
We knew that. He's going to have to try and come get those tires. I thought he might run it dry and just hope for the best, hope for that caution, because that's his best move at this point. But he has
Trenton
decided
Snead.
that caution's not coming, and he is coming to the pit lane.
Trenton Snead getting passed by Travis Martin.
Trenton and Travis,
But
that's
Travis
not
is
for
a lot
position.
down because Travis came down pit
Travis
road.
has
That's
made
gonna
his pit stop. Trenton has not. Trenton still has to stop.
That's 8 positions.
Trenton still
Trent
has to
came
stop.
down.
Trent's going
Trent
to lose
can't
a
make
lot
it?
of spots. No. He's a lap worse than Brad Wilson. Let's put it that way.
Oh, and he's on. Oh no, I'm looking way back. Never mind. I bet Trent's trying to make it.
He might be, but it's going to be even harder than Wilson.
And to have any shot at making the final 4, he's going to need to, because currently he's 7th. Travis Martin is 16th. That's I don't remember stage points, but that's going to be close.
Well, if Trenton is going to make it, He'll have to go a lap farther than J Munch, who's running 4th.
Travis is going to gain a spot on Ian here, so that's one less spot.
Cars that are still needing to pit. Jake can make it to the end, I think, in the 68. It'll be tight, but I think he can make it. Brantley Bryant, I don't think can make it. I don't think Trenton can make it. Those two are at 24 and counting. I'd have to go at 35? That'd have to be 35 right there.
I bet Trent tries to make it. I think Trent is willing to run out on the last lap.
That's very fair. 4.3 the gap from Wilson to Giglio.
That gap has not changed in a long time. Ranking around Brad Wilson to unlap himself. Should a caution come out. We've lost Zachary Marchison to a packet loss.
88 card drops out of the running. That'll help Travis.
That will help Travis. That's kind of interesting, though. It's not just the Hoytsma household.
Not the first time we've seen some packet issues. Lucas has gone back out on track and moved up to 24th. He's about 3 laps away from passing Scott Elston. Could get Matt Banky if Matt continues to sit there. Lucas could end up 22nd by the time it's all said and done. Pick up about 5 spots.
Under 10 laps to go here in the penultimate race in the Arc Music Xfinity Series season. The 11th season of Xfinity in Sidewinder.
10th.
Is it?
11th. You're right.
I'm going to say, it's the 11th. I've got it pulled up on SimRacer Hub. No, it is 10th. Wait.
Now I'm confused.
11th season of Sidewinder, 10th
Yes.
season of Xfinity.
Yes.
There we go.
That's what I was getting at. So
We
I
were
was
both right.
Ethan Evers catching Casey Graves. And that would be for the last spot in the top 10. Jake Lawrence onto the pit lane. Jake Lawrence is 25 laps, decided he couldn't make it. That's interesting.
That's surprising.
Yeah, thought for sure Jake could make it. Unless... No, because Travis was already ahead of him, so he wasn't pitting to help Travis. I don't know. That was weird. Gap at 3.8, so it's come down a little bit, but not enough with 7 to go. I think Brad's starting to play with that gap he has, giving up a little at a time without hemorrhaging. Wolfenberger rides 3rd. Lucas goes by him on the outside. J Munch still up there 4th. Andrew Beach in 5th. Cliff Mullins, Trenton Sneed 7th and 6th. I don't know why I said it backwards.
Good run for Andrew Beach. He's had a pretty bad season, and a top 5 is going to be huge for him.
Leader's got all kinds of cars around him, probably making him a little nervous. Ethan Evers drives by. Here comes Daniel Llewellyn and Casey Graves.
Yeah, all of these guys have better tires than Brad. They're going to blow right by him.
Hopefully you can get them to go around the outside so it doesn't slow him down too much and give up time to Blake.
Lawrence is
3.4.
disconnected. Whoa, Brad, whoa.
Yeah, that's why I was worried. Up off the bottom is going to help Blake. 3.4 and dropping.
Jake, use what you got now.
Jake said he didn't add a additional 0.5 like everyone else did, and that has cost him the ability to make it to the end, and that's why he has called it that. And Margison report from the 88 just kicked him out of the car. Doesn't know what happened.
That's very interesting.
Similar story to the Hoytsmas.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to think it was a network thing when they both got kicked at the same time, but
Zach having the same issue makes it very interesting.
It's Graves.
3 laps to go for race winner Brad. Wow, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Calm down, NASCAR.
Race leader Brad Wilson.
You have full NASCAR putting out merchandise for a winner already.
Lucas Hoytsma to the back of Blake Giglio. Does he play teammate and just shove him down the backstretch? 3
He
seconds
might.
would be a lot to make up with in 2 laps, even with help.
.7. They are gaining in a hurry. 2.4.
I wonder if Brad is close enough he needs to save a little extra? The only thing I can think of, or he's just trying to make it entertaining, doing a Hayden Lall.
Nobody would ever do that, right?
No, nobody would ever.
2.2, 2.1.
All right, here we go. White flag is out for Brad Wilson in that Ford Mustang. Does he have enough in the tank? We're going to find out. We're going to end this thing under green.
Definitely trying to coast off of Daniel Llewellyn here. Under power on the backstretch. Gap is 2.0.
He's clutching it in a 3. However, I think he can
Someone's
coast from
out.
here.
Someone's out in front of him, and it's his teammate, 52,
He
Brantley
can
Bryant.
coast from here.
He's
Out of
got it
turn
powered
4.
up. And he's clutched it going across the line, or he's out, one of the two. But Brad Wilson makes it across the line, gets the win. Blake Giglio second, Garrett Wolfenbarger third, Andrew Beach. We got a while to wait for him to get there. But it looks like he's going to make it as well.
How about that for Andrew Beach?
4th place for Andrew Beach. Scott Rankin comes back to finish 5th. J Munch is out coasting to the line. He'll get across in 6th. Ethan Evers out of turn 4. He'll pick up 7th. And Grant Harrell will score 8th. Casey Graves in the 9th spot. And Brantley Bryant, we saw him run out. He's fallen to 10th. And that is going to be the first car 1 lap down, as all the cars around him have already crossed the line. Just a matter of pride if he makes it back to the line or not, but it's already scored him a lap down. So that is your top 10.
He has finished the race, so.
Wow. That was fantastic.
That was a race.
All right, go get Brad.
He's not even waiting for us yet.
That fucking guy.
Right? Let's drag him up here. Brad, you came in +1 of the cut, and you go out there and you get a race win. How does it feel?
So it feels amazing. I kind of like these scenarios where like my back's against the wall. You just gotta go out there, perform. We seem to do a lot better than the rest of the seasons, but feels good to finally get the first win in this series.
That's true. It was finally your first win. You've been complaining all season you hadn't won yet, and you sounded like a spoiled little rich kid, to be honest. But here you are getting your win, and all I guess is justified now.
Yeah, I knew when I saw Chicago in the playoffs that it was going to be a really good, really fun race. Love Chicago. When I saw Hayden in here, I was like, oh, damn. I know he's fast here too, but luckily it's just broadcasting, so we could come out here and get a win.
You know, we can't allow a 456 car in the race. That's just not okay.
Oh, no.
Well, officially, sir, welcome to the Final Four. You're going to Homestead next week. How do you feel there?
Every time I've gone there in an Xfinity car, it's not ended well for me. So we're looking for a change of pace there.
All right, Hayden, you do all the interviews, and I'm going to do the points.
Well, they're uploaded, Swiss.
You son of a beanstalk.
That's why I said officially in the Final Four. So,
God, what a dick stealing my thunder.
right? So, well, got those friends, family, and sponsor shout-outs there, Brad?
Shine.co, Mooncar, Wolfing, Garrett, and Brantley for coming out racing with us. It's always been a blast. Everyone for showing up and running really clean there. Surprised we actually had those green flag pits, but I'm all for it. You guys for putting this on. Hayden for letting the field kind of like be able to go get one, because if he actually raced, he probably would have won. But thankfully he didn't, and everyone watching.
All right, we're going to give you 5 extra points in the regular season next season for every Shenandoah Shine crew member that you get to race that didn't start a race this season. How's that sound?
Oh, God.
Yeah, very
Someone try
specifically
like that.
Brandon Pearl.
Do I get a 100-point lead if I get Brandon Pearl?
No. He's the same 5 points as everybody else. He's not that special.
Do it.
All right, well, got those extra friends, family, and sponsor shout-outs, like anybody that you don't normally shout out, just something special for the win?
Burt Reynolds.
Perfect.
And Toys for Tots.
Perfect. And just because Travis Brown.
Yeah.
All right,
right.
congrats on the win.
Thank you, sir.
Let's grab second place finisher Blake Giglio. Swiss, take this one away.
Mr.
What's
Blake
going on?
Giglio. I mean, I don't know. We just watched a very, very clean race after the first, I don't know, 35, 39 laps. It got kind of bumpy there. Did you expect it to go green and be that good of a race by the end?
Not gonna lie, that was not a lot of fun. My left foot does not like pushing the clutch, so I like hitting the gas and brake. So yeah, I don't know. It was fine. It's better than wrecking, right? At least we were green, so I'm not complaining about that. But yeah, not my cup of tea. But you know, we got to win earlier in the street stocks and knock yourself into the final four. So I'm not complaining.
You sound like Ethan Evers right now. You know that? Except he doesn't even like the brake. It's just gas.
Oh well, Daniel doesn't like the brake either. So
You know there's a fix for that with your left foot? You can just use a button on your wheel for the clutch.
that's silly. We're not doing that.
Pro
then-
drivers do that, so
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
and
That's why
you
that's
are
why
a
they-
pro driver.
no, I'm not.
He
All my
used to be.
All my licenses
pro.
are blue. There's no white, no whites. Or I don't even know what color the pro license is. It's
All right. Well, it is official. You are in the final four, as you alluded to. Going to Homestead, how do you feel?
horrible. I'm not very good there.
You
That means-
just won yesterday.
I was gonna say that means he's gonna win.
I got lucky. I got lucky there yesterday with that yellow. You were gonna win. But yeah, I think Save Tires will be good. Yeah, it's kind of the story of my iRacing career. Save Tires will be all right.
I have some good news for you.
I like good news.
You are the best Justin Allgaier tonight.
Well, I mean, yeah, I was actually.
Yep. You were the best
I
Justin
thought we were gonna
Allgaier.
get that one. I think I just saved a little too much. I don't know. My fuel calculator is kind of whack, so I'm gonna just start not saving and just going wide open, and hopefully we can make it. Because if I pushed a little earlier, I think I could have got him.
I thought you were going to get him because you had 2 laps in the bank already, and
Well, right.
didn't
That's
pan
kind of.
out.
But my fuel calculator didn't tell me I was good until too late. A couple laps too late, I guess. Because if I had even a couple more laps, I think I would have easily got him. I think another lap or two.
We were starting to wonder if Lucas was just going to start pushing you down the straightaways.
I thought he was gonna start wrecking me, dude. All of a sudden he's right behind me. I'm like, get the hell away from me.
Wow. Well, congrats on that run. Did we already do friends and family sponsor shoutouts, or am I just blind?
We did it twice already tonight, but we can hit it up one more time.
All right, let's do it again.
All right, shout out to you for broadcasting, Travis Martin for on the league, CDC Racing, Logic Esports, Online Performance, everyone that's on the car, you guys for broadcasting, and let's go to CDC tomorrow and go win wherever we're going.
Go win whoever gets Charlotte tomorrow, okay?
Charlotte, okay.
So Blake's gonna win.
Probably. I mean,
Well,
I could
I
always
have
check
to
them.
run a Carolina Panthers car tomorrow because I lost a bet.
Oh, no. That's awful.
It's ugly too. So.
That's just... I wouldn't do that to my
I
worst
feel like
enemy.
shit just sitting in it.
You should.
Yeah.
You know what? You should just not show up tomorrow.
That actually may be a possibility. Sometimes I just get busy and forget, so who knows?
It's very true. All right, well, congrats on this P2 tonight. Get out of here. Enjoy your night and get ready to run a Carolina Panthers car tomorrow at Charlotte.
Alright, so.
Cliff said it's better than the Giants. Oh, dear. Cliff's throwing haymakers.
All right, let's grab third place finisher Garrett Wolfenbarger. Garrett, welcome to the
What's
final
up?
four. How was your night?
My night was pretty good. Besides my teammate wrecking me going to pit road, other than that, I thought it was pretty good. I'm glad that I finally was able to, stay out and not have to pit, and I saved enough fuel to actually make it to the end of one of these fuel mileage races. I'm usually not a fan of these. I like to go vroom vroom, not slow, but we were able to save fuel and get the top 3, and all me and Brad had to do was have good races, and we both did, and now we're in the final 4 for next week, so I'm pretty happy.
You
Going
always...
to Homes-
Can always
Going to
think about it
Homestead.
this way. If you're going slow saving fuel, it's in order to be the 3rd fastest car tonight because you got this race done quicker than all those cars that had to pit again.
It's fair. I don't know. I've never been a fan of fuel mileage races. Some reason, in my head, I just have to go fast. So when I have to go slow, it frustrates me. But you gotta do what you gotta do.
At least you can do it. Some people literally can't.
Yeah, I screwed up. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago in ARCA at Chicago? I decided I was gonna just run, and then realized I probably should have saved and had to pit and lost like 10 spots. And So that was unfortunate, but we learned from our mistakes and we did it here. So
what
we'll take
happened
top threes.
between you and Brantley Bryant?
Well, let's get the rundown here, okay? All right,
Mhm.
so we're coming around. So Bradley had got some damage or got into that incident or whatever, so he was a little farther back than us. And I'm like, all right, what are we doing? And Bradley's words is, just do what Blake does. All right, sounds good to me. So we're coming out a 4. I'm a little higher. Brantley decides to jump low on the apron like he's gonna go to pit road, so I can't see him anymore. And I hear Bradley go, Blake's pitting. So I hook it left, and once I hooked it left,
What?
I was
Whoa.
spinning out. So I'm blaming that on both of them. That's a mixture of both of them. But you know, it worked out. It worked
Whoa,
out.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
It worked
whoa.
out.
Made it out, dude.
Well, I just looked at it, okay? My job was to fake old Blake giggle. Okay.
Bradley's words were, do
And
what
I
Blake
faked
does.
them.
Bradley yells, Blake's pit, so I hook it left. And then you hook it right at the same time. It's weird. I don't know.
Because my job was to fake Blake out. And then I went
That
back
was
up.
that was never part of the plan. That was never talked about.
Well, maybe because you're
Maybe in your
Chevy.
little own head, in your Toyota brain. I don't know
Whoa.
what you thought.
Whoa, easy.
I'm just saying, I don't know what he was thinking. But we were talking in chat, and he never said, hey, I'm going to fake inside and jump to the outside right in front of you. Never said that.
To be fair, we said just do the opposite of the 32.
I'm the 32!
Yeah. The strategy wasn't for you.
Boom.
Hey, it worked out for both of us, okay? Not killer, but, it happens.
Hey, you got a top 10 out of it.
Yeah, I mean,
A top 10 where I was screaming at Brad to hit the damn gas and go around me.
So that you could finish.
I was at
Just
point 3, going into 3.
Apparently, the only one not to ask Pat Cliff was Bradley, so he's the only one that gets a good job from Cliff tonight.
hey, I don't remember when I hit Cliff, to be honest with you.
Did you?
I don't
No, it was just
know.
me.
He was saying something, like yelling at me, like I did something, but I don't remember doing anything to him. There was somebody that I accidentally hit in 1 and 2. I
Was it
don't remember
Cliff?
who that was. No, I think it was an orange car.
Oh. What you got against orange
I wanna-
cars?
No,
I
you
wanna-
did a lot of shit tonight.
I didn't hit anybody. I hit one person.
Yeah, you weren't like Hayden in the dirt race.
And you
It
hit
was-
me.
I was you hit me.
No, you hit me.
I don't think so.
Report from Cliff is the first restart. You got Cliff Mullins, Mr. Wolfenberger.
Oh, gotta go
First
see it.
restart? Hold on.
Yep.
Let's go review.
I think
my
in a
God.
penalty report, can we say 32's at fault?
What is
Already?
there a penalty for?
I don't know, just to knock you out of the playoffs.
Yeah, he gave me a 4x.
We got to do full NASCAR and just be totally biased and put who we feel like in the playoffs.
Yeah, he's a cheating.
All right,
Yeah, I
Trenton
heard it.
Sneed, welcome to the Final Four.
Yes! Way to go, Trenton!
No,
Trent.
don't give it to Trent. Give it to me. Give it to me.
What do you mean
Why
you're
would
in
we give
10th,
it to
buddy?
We're gonna give it to like Trenton Sneed, Michael Edwards, and
Okay.
Quinn. Well, you know what? We're just gonna pull Cliff from not even in the playoffs and put him in the Final Four.
Jesus.
What, everybody.
I mean,
but
that's how
Wolf-
Logano won the championship, right?
What do you have against me, man?
You're a shit. How about
You're
this?
winning too
Anybody who's
much.
not running a Chevy gets into the Final Four.
Wow.
Chevy's the best brand there is.
Welcome to the Final Four, Lucas Hoitzma.
Whoa.
Everybody wanted. You said not a Chevy, so congratulations. You put Lucas in. This is your doing.
Wait.
Whoa!
Is that Hayden Wall in the playoffs?
Yeah, from the broadcast booth.
Oh
Yeah.
hell yeah!
Broadcast the
That
Final
makes
Four.
I'm diving that thing up into 3.
You know what? I should be in the Final Four. Start at the back at Homestead next week, and if I win it all, I'm just the champion.
Jesus. Only you would say that. That's such a Hayden thing to say.
Exactly. Anyway, we're getting way off the rails. We're still on the YouTube. Anyway,
You know what?
Get these
Garrett.
guys out of here.
All right, now it's
you
just
got
Wolfenberger.
friends, family, and sponsor shout outs for this race.
Yeah, I'm a thank Shadow Shine for being with me my whole sim racing career. Started off with them and been with them the whole time, so thank them. Mooncar, always a blast to run with those guys too.
New rule.
Every
You
night.
can only shout out Mooncar if you actually shout Mooncar.
Mooncar!
Much better.
There you go. All right. Not Brandon, because fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
K Designs, Brantley Bryant for making my paints all season. Brantley and Bradley for coming out and doing this whole season with me. It was a blast. You guys for broadcasting the course. Everyone else for filling the field up and having good races. And everyone else for watching. So hopefully we can go get us one next week.
Hell yeah. We'll see you back here soon. Sure, tomorrow night, right? For the CTC at Charlotte?
Yeah. CTC Charlotte. Hope we can get us another dub. That'd be great.
Alrighty, we'll see you tomorrow.
Yep, see you.
Cliff Mullins has reminded me to do our public service announcement. So from the bottom of our hearts and each and every one of us at Sidewinder Racing Leagues, Nathan Harper, fuck you.
Fuck you, Nathan Harper. And before we get to our race results here, I would just like to point out, your top 3 are all in the Final Four. That's Brad Wilson, Blake Giglio, Garrett Wolfenbarger. The 4th driver joining them is our one and only lovable Travis Martin. Welcome to the Final Four, Travis. Wanted to grab him for an interview.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's pull him in here.
He has unfortunately left. We took too long. So,
Rowdy, did Travis go to bed already, or is he over in your other chat? If he's still around, send him back. If he's already gone to bed, that's cool. But we'll start looking at our results while we wait for Rowdy's answer on that. Oh man, this button, that button, the other button. He gone is a report from Rowdy. So here we go. Unofficial results until we confirm them. It is Brad Wilson, Blake Giglio, and Garrett Wolfenbarger on the podium. Andrew Beach and Scott Rankin picking up top 5s. Good run for Beach there. Cool to see. Jay Munch, Ethan Evers, Grant Harrell, Casey Graves, and Brantley Bryant rounding out your top 10. Then the aforementioned Travis Martin, our 4th driver in the playoffs. Trevor Trago, Ian Montrose, Trenton Steed, Brianna Lavin, Cliff Mullins, Daniel Llewellyn, J.R. Deal, Jeremy Shearer, and Jake Lawrence. The final page. We have Zach Martinson, Lucas Weitzma, Matt Benke, Scott Elston, Mike Fisher, Jeff Price, Dave Hoitzma, Cody Cleaver, Cody Brown, and Quinn Newton. A lot of drivers having some issues tonight, whether it be connection issues or getting spun out or speeding on the pit lane. A lot of different drivers dropping out for a lot of different reasons tonight.
Yeah, super unfortunate, especially Lucas Hoitzma was trying to throw a Hail Mary there. Unfortunately, just didn't work out with more mechanical issues. Sucks to see for that number 97 machine. 6 wins in the regular season, your regular season champion, and just didn't work out in the playoffs. So congratulations to your Final Four. We're going to go to Homestead next week. Probably top 3 oval, I would argue. Top 5 oval for sure.
It's a great oval.
In the iRacing simulation, and we'll have 4 very worthy and very deserving drivers battle it out for the Season 10 Arc Music Xfinity Series Championship.
For Hayden Lowell, this is DG up in the booth. Thanks for watching tonight, and we'll see you back here tomorrow night for the CTC Charlotte race. That should be a good time. You got any looking forward thoughts to that?
Currently 4th in points. Hopefully we can just not have a bad night and we can put this thing in the Final Four. Number 56 Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet Camaro ZL1. Not a fan of the next gen car, but we're learning it this season. We're currently in position to make the Final Four, and fingers crossed I can just not wreck.
There you go, Chad. I'm taking all bribes to wreck Hayden next week, or tomorrow night, excuse me. And be over on the CTC Race Network for that broadcast. We'll be doing in-car here on the Twitch channel, and then we'll join you back here for the trucks Thursday night to see who makes that Final Four. So looking forward to that. Thank you guys for being here tonight, and we'll see you in the next race.
Bye-bye.
That should be the last thing you hear on YouTube. Should be great.
Perfect.